Good evening. As promised, I am bringing you another update to the cyber incident that has caused restricted network access and internet outage across the entire district. As you know, we detected suspicious activity on our network the week of November 6th, and we immediately reported this to law enforcement and the Georgia Emergency Management Agency and engaged with the FBI, Homeland Security, and third-party cybersecurity investigators. Following the severing of our network on November 9th, the organization established two primary objectives, and it is my goal to keep you updated on our progress for each objective. The first objective was to identify the source, scope, and impact, if any, of the suspicious activity detected on our network. And over the Thanksgiving break, the investigative team made strides in determining the source and confirmed that it was an unauthorized user with the intent to do harm. Since that time, cyber forensics investigators coupled with the FBI and Homeland Security personnel have made progress on investigation into the source. And today, it was verified that this cyber incident is an attempt at ransomware initiated by a group of criminals operating outside of the United States. Now, as far as progress goes into understanding the scope of the suspicious activity, the investigative team continues to affirm our previous report that Infinite Campus, our student information system, our financial and HR management systems, our email, and several other important network environments were and remain secure and clean. But we now have a better picture of the scope that the unauthorized user did access. It appears that this region of the network is a file storage area containing mostly historical procedural documents. While the forensic investigation is still ongoing, we will proceed with due diligence as we engage in a period of file discovery with an external data mining team who will exhaustively review every file contained within the accessed environment. This vital work will be comprehensive and take time, and it will lead us to clarity regarding the impact, if any, for individuals or the organization. I can assure you, if any personally identifiable information is discovered, those individuals will be notified directly as required by law. And as in any case where a cyber incident associated with criminal activity has been identified, we encourage you to remain vigilant against identity theft and fraud and to review accounts and credit reports for suspicious activity or errors. We also ask that you remain vigilant assessing suspicious messages and report those to your administrator, a supervisor, or send an email to incidentresponse@henry.k12.ga.us. I know that you are eager to hear progress on this investigation, and as always, I remain committed to communicating what we know, when we know it, and what actions families, students, and employees might need to take as soon as that information becomes available. And while there is increasing clarity around the source, scope, and impact of this incident, I also want to give you an update on the second objective, which has been to securely reconstruct our large and expansive network in order to methodically reintroduce services and applications to our nearly 44,000 students and 6,000 employees. This past week, the network services team has continued to make great strides of progress and has been able to restore access to employees to Infinite Campus for grade reporting and to Henry Connects for lesson planning and resource access. We have announced that end of course and end of pathway testing scheduled at high school will be able to proceed with a slightly adjusted schedule. And tomorrow, we are prepared to return our middle and high school students to having access to their Chromebooks with the ability to access Google Classroom, Henry Connects, and Infinite Campus. Students will be able to receive and submit assignments, access their digital resources, and check their grades. Additionally, we will proceed with a district-wide password reset, now scheduled for next week. Overall, we had a great week of school as students and teachers and employees reworked, retooled, and redeveloped so many routines, but continued learning together at school. As always, I'm reminded as we walk through challenges as a community and as a district that we are better when we do so together. Thank you for your extraordinary patience and your partnership as we strive to keep teaching and learning at the center and focus on students and their success despite the hurdles we navigate. That's how we continue winning for kids.